Yo, 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 what is up, my little tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on the streets of Arena. Got some more of the shadows over Innistrad Remastered as we prep for the upcoming Arena Open. As always, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card needs. Just ended the stream, been forcing blue-red all day to pretty good success, but we will not be forcing here this time, although I do think blue-red is super fun and super good if it comes together. Pieces of the Puzzle being one of the better cards for that deck for sure. But what do we have here? We have a Collective Effort, and that card is quite the bee's knees. Not really like a bomb in the classic sense, but it's pretty darn close to one. So Escalate, you can tap an untapped creature you control, so you can tap 2 creatures to get all 3 modes, and this one is really good. Generally, you're just going to be putting a 1/1 counter on all of your creatures, but obviously, if you get some of the other modes, it is pretty damn good as well. Near Heath Chaplain, a great one. Cathar, Captive, Bite. Don't have much time to go through our pack. Was just reading the Collective Effort, but yeah, this card is super good. Ooh. Okay, we could second pick the Drogskull Captain here now, too. This one's really fun as well. Fun for you, I mean, Hexproof isn't exactly the most fun thing to play against, but Drogskull Captain is pretty darn amazing, and there are a bunch of spirits in this format. In fact, if you look at this pack here... ooh, okay, I just noticed that there was also a Rise from the Tides in the pack. I'm going to take the Drogskull Captain here. I do think Rise from the Tides is actually a better pick, though. I think this is one of the best uncommons in the format, and I mean, it goes along with the blue-red deck, but this card is fantastic. But like I said, let's go a different route. Let's take the Drogskull Captain here, second pick. And yeah, as I was saying, you can see a ton of different spirits in the format, so it is a good one. If your opponent doesn't have a removal spell for it, it will end the game in quick order. Some good choices here. I'm actually going to go with the Tattered Haunter, pick 3 over the Angelic Purge. The blue-white Flying Spirits deck is really solid, and I think Tattered Haunter is one of the better early plays. A lot of the times you're just playing flyers, playing a little bit of tempo, and beating down the opponent. I could see taking Purge here, as it is a really good removal spell, but I think going for the curve purposes is better. What is the best card in the pack? I guess the best card might actually be Purge. But given what we already have, I think taking the Haunter makes sense. We want cheap creatures, we want spirits, and that fulfills both roles as we get. Okay, interesting choice. Grifspoon is amazing, but if we're blue-white, we're not going to need this as much as the majority of our creatures are probably going to fly already. So I think another Tattered Haunter here makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's just keep going down this blue-white spirits route. And now we can probably take the Purge, again, as the best card in the pack. Ride Down is also quite good, although it has a little bit of red, so we're not going to consider it. 2 more spirits in the back. Battleground Geist, downshifted from uncommon. Pumps up all your other spirits. Would certainly take one of those later on, and a 3rd Haunter, but first Purge makes more sense. There's a Guardians. This might not be as good as Ingenious Scab is, but it's going to be better in our deck, if that makes sense, right? It comes down on turn 2, it's a spirit, and with the Scab, I'm not sure how many instants and sorceries, or rather just prowess triggers, we're going to be able to manage from that, so this is a great start. Another really solid pack here for us. I've never been a huge fan of Sigardian Priest, and man, when you play against the humans deck, or just a deck with some number of humans, it can be super awkward. It's not bad, though. I think Geist the Archives is really good in the Spirits deck. As you'll note, a lot of my creatures fly, so the Geist can block on the ground while you're setting up your draws. Scrutiny is also a solid combat trick. Yeah, this is close. Priest versus Geist. It's not like this being a Spirit does all that much for us because it's Defender anyways, so I could see taking the Sigardian Priest. Let's take the first Priest over the first Geist, because I think the Geists come around a little bit later. Case in point. Neglected Heirloom also may be a small consideration here, as being able to suit up your flyers for 1 mana is kind of good. Paladin's a solid enough human on 5 mana, but I don't think you need to take it early, and we're not going to have that much synergy. Yeah, let's take the Heirloom, it's uncommon. Ooh, this is really strange, actually. Oh, maybe this is not strange, but Port Town looks very good for us. But then again, we have Apothecary Geist and Spontaneous Mutation. Unlike a lot of the decks, the blue-white Spirits deck I don't think gets the most value out of a card like Mutation. A lot of cards aren't going to your graveyard necessarily, you know? And the Apothecary guys just looks a little bit too good here. 4 mana, 2/3, flying, gain 3 life when it enters the battlefield. This swings a lot of races. This looks really good. The dream would be to pick up a second Drogskull Captain, and then if you have like 2 captains on the battlefield, they give themselves, or they give each other hexproof. And then your opponents just can't touch your creatures. Another Apothecary Geist here seems good over another Guardian of Pilgrims. A second Heirloom. Yeah, I mean, maybe we don't even end up running any of the Heirlooms, but we'll see. This is a good start. Good start to Spirits. We're looking for, what, Thraben Inspectors, probably some Bounded Moonsilvers, and those are both commons. There's a Luminarch Mantle. I don't think we're going to play that. It's not bad to just slap this on one of your Tattered Haunters, though. It's probably fine in our deck, actually. Maybe to do a split of, like, Mantle plus Heirloom. Although I'm guessing with the number of flyers we have, the Mantle's probably just going to be worse than the Heirloom, which can move around. Kind of a wonky format. I don't know when they're going to make the swap, but we've mentioned this on other videos. They have like a rotating list of cards that are going to be taken in, or rather taken out and then put in. So we get the Battleground Geist on the wheel, pretty darn good. So some of the cards have a weird symbol on them. I don't know if this is one of them. That doesn't look like a normal set to me. But if they are one of these cards, then they're going to be rotated out like next week, and something else will be put in its place. Oh, it must be, yeah. Maybe like Spirits are going to be taken out the following week. I would guess a lot of the different captains or whatever they're called get taken out. All right, pack 2. The Elder Deep Fiend. This one is real cool. The old Eldrazi Octopus. 8 mana, 5/6 flash. When you cast it, and the majority of the Eldrazi emerge creatures are cast triggers and not ETBs, you get to tap up to 4 target permanents. So very, very nice one. Can lead to some crazy blowouts. Particularly good here, I would think, because we have so many flyers. So if our opponent has a few flyers of their own, we can all tap them down and just swing out. Oh, wasn't this card also really, really good? Devil's Playground, yeah. 6 mana, make 4 1/1 Devils that all ping for 1 when they die. I do remember that card being good. Wow, a lot of red-black stuff here. I'm going to take the Thraben Inspector over the third Haunter. Just way too good and efficient 1-drop. Really nice with Angelic Purge, too, because you have 2 permanents you don't mind sacrificing away. Topplegeist is pretty nice. Okay, maybe not, actually. This is similar to, like, the, what do you call it? The, Spontaneous Mutation. I guess the Delirium is not that frequently going to be hit in blue-white Spirits. Although if you can pick up maybe just a few Angelic Purges, it's a lot easier to do that. And I don't need to take a third Geist. Those cards have been coming around super late, so expect that to wheel. That is a 4th pick Ulrich of the Kralin Horde. I feel like the Werewolf deck is one of the very least drafted archetypes in this format. And so when you do see an Ulrich, or rather, you're not, it's not common, or not uncommon to see Ulrich go around late. Let's take another Thraben Inspector here over Port Town. We might wheel one of these cards anyways. Especially when we have like Collective Effort and 2 Heirlooms in our deck, I think we want to just get the cheap stuff. Cheap Creature Curve looks good. So super heavy white and maybe just a little bit of a splash of blue. The double blue on this emerge might be awkward. We'll see. Passing a couple of Port Town might come back to bite me, but I think we made good picks at the time. I guess it's not going to be even a splash of blue, is it? Because with Tattered Haunters, we want them on turn 2 even. Ongoing Investigation is okay here. It wouldn't be hard to like splash the activated ability as well, but just because our deck has so many evasive creatures, it's still pretty good. Now we do have access to like an Essence Flux here as well, which is really good in the Spirit deck. Puncturing Light, which is solid enough as a cheap removal interactive spell. Fogwalker is even another Spirit that does a little bit of work. Highest upside is probably Ongoing Investigation. Let's take it. I don't know if we're going to play it. What does this one do? 4 mana, 3/3 Skulk. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may discard all the cards in your hand if you do draw that many cards. Probably just want to take Drag Under or the Behemoth here. And this is a zombie horror. It's not a spirit. Yeah, a little bit of tempo seems good. I really do like Behemoth, but I wonder if I'm supposed to play like a bunch of Fogwalkers. So if we see like one of the green-blue duels or white-green duels, there's going to be a little bit of value in taking those as well if we end up running the Investigation. Though we could just run Investigation without any green, and that I don't think would be crazy. Second Battleground Geist here looks decent, and that's probably as many top-end spirits, or creatures even, that I want. From here on out, we probably want to fill up our 1 through 4s, or 1 through 3s even. But we're halfway through pack 2, and we have a 20-card deck already, so I'd say we're in very good shape. So we get... Okay, this is a decision point, and it's got to be the land, right? We have so many playables enough already that even though Geist would probably end up making the deck, the stream for the Ongoing Investigation has to be right. That's a fantastic 8th pick. Slight downside, it does enter tapped, but oh well. Like, it might not even be worth running any forests in our deck, right? But if we can just get a couple of these duels that add green or something, then still good enough. Okay, we're not going to play 3 Battleground Geists. There's a chance that a Borrowed Grace would be okay. And once again, another Geist of the Archives coming around. So we really have our choices. I think because we've seen so many Geist of the Archives, it's better to take the Borrowed Grace, even if we don't end up playing it, as we expect to see another Geist later on. Scab, probably not going to make the deck. Same thing with Convolute, probably not going to make the deck. Scarecrow, probably not going to make the deck, although maybe higher chances than those two, as 4 toughness on the ground for blocking, and you can maybe fix with that. Fogwalker or Stormrider Spirit. Gonna go with the cheaper card over the 5-drop. There's another Geist of the Archives. As expected, we did see another. Okay, we'll run the Puncturing Light over the Fogwalker number 2. And all the playables we could ever want anyways. Alright, pack 3. Handwear, Battlements, no thanks. Some good cards here. Our easy pick is going to be the Spectral Shepherd. Nice Spirit. You don't really want to play this on turn 3 generally, if you can play something else, but good way to protect your spirits later in the game. Another Hunter, another Drag Under. Shepherd looks great. Do we want to take the Stitcher's Graft? Probably not. I think I'm going to make sure I get at least one of these Essence Flux. It's such a cheap trick or way to protect one of your creatures, and with given the spirits I have, 12, it's actually pretty solid. So cards I would consider cutting right now. Mantle. Heirlooms are probably cuttable. I mean, we don't really need the Fogwalker. Ooh, Thalia's Lancers. 5 mana, 4/4. First strike. ETB, you may search your library for a legendary. If we had a legendary, I might take that. But we don't, so it probably makes more sense to take Purge for another good removal spell here. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the 4/4 first strike for 5, but I think we'd rather have removal. Dauntless Cathar would also make the deck. Could consider splashing Ulvenwald Mysteries to go along with our ongoing investigation, but this one requires green, whereas ongoing doesn't need it. Well, we saw a, what, third or fourth pick Ehrlich from the other direction. Now we're seeing an Arlen Cord from this direction. If that doesn't tell you Werewolves was available, I don't know what does. I don't think we're playing Cleaver here. Third Purge is maybe a little bit gratuitous. Could be better to take Wretched Griff. I think I kind of like that. Another ongoing investigation, huh? Don't think we want Stitchwing. We already have Sideboard Grace, Convolute. Oh, we don't have Convolute, but this is not best of 3 anyways. So it's only like Paladin I would take. Yeah, maybe we'll run 2 of those. Maybe Amulet for fixing. Reaper of Flight, Moonsilver. This is not terrible. Geez, it seems like there was a lot of good green going around. I guess I just got hooked onto the Drogskull Captain, but I think we ended up with a pretty good deck, so maybe just another cheap removal spell here. Another Apothecary's good. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these ongoing investigations. I think they're fine. I need to make a few cuts here. I'm guessing one of the Puncturing Light is probably okay to cut. Maybe the Geist of the Archives is actually okay to cut. And maybe it's just not necessary to run these ongoing investigations. I mean, I have a bunch of flyers though, right? Some late pickups that are not bad. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 flyers. I mean, I guess we could also go 16 land. It's probably not the craziest thing to do. Our curve's relatively low. We have 2 Thravens. No matter what conclusion I come to, we should end up with a good deck, at least. I'm just wondering if 2 ongoing investigations is too many, you know? Like, it's nice to be able to more frequently draw one of them, but I don't know if it's right in our deck. I guess we don't have many other ways to get a lot of card advantage, though, so it's probably okay. No forest, though. Just 1 Woodland Stream is probably good enough. And then going 7, 8. So 8 white, 8 blue, and then 1 green with the Woodland Stream. Why do I feel like I want the second Puncturing Light, though, just for random early crap? And like I could just cut the Griff. I don't think we need it. Yeah, let's do that instead. Alright. Looks like a pretty good blue-white Spirits deck. Kind of locked into it from the Drogskull Spirit pickup. I don't know if red-green was like truly open. Or rather, if we saw the correct signals to draft it at the time, but then we did see that random... I guess seeing the Ehrlich, or whatever it's called, was the sign, but at that time we didn't have anything to do with it. That hand's pretty damn awkward. This hand is so good if we find a white source just by turn 3. I'm gonna risk this hand. Obviously high risk, but high reward. Yeah, it's just too good if we find a white source. Alright, turn 1 traverse, gonna go grab a land. Okay. Two for 2. All right. Important turn 3. Very important. Main phase grapple to try to hit Delirium, but they bricked at least. So that's going to be 3 towards their Skinner, but not 4. They have instant sorcery and land in their graveyard now. Oh, Groundskeeper's nice. Well, it wasn't a Plains, but at least it was castable. And drawing a Plains next turn is still really freaking good. 8 out of 33 to hit, 8 out of 32, 8 out of 31, 8 out of 30. Our odds are 25%, so 75% to brick, 50%. Yeah, odds were we were going to hit a white source by now. Still think we're in pretty good shape if we can rip one next turn. In fact, we're going to be in fantastic shape if we still just rip a Plains next turn. Okay, well, again, this is not terrible. It's castable. And it can help find us a white source. The opponent's not putting on too much pressure right now. Oh, we really need them to not hit Delirium. Damn it. And just like that, we're losing. Okay. So need to hit a Plains here, otherwise we die. Okay. Well, these don't block, so I have to attack. I can flicker our Apothecary Geist next turn to gain another 3 life as well. This is going to be close. I'm taking presumably 7 damage this turn. Alright, they're going to use Groundkeeper, return a land, maybe play the land and pass with the Stitchwing open. They got a 5. Oh. That's very bad if they actually have... Well, if they have a pump spell, then we weren't going to win anyways. I'm just blocking Skinner here. Nice, okay. That's not bad, too. Might as well attack, because we're going to be flickering. So Thraben, block. Actually, I guess it's better just to do this. If we draw planes, I don't think we can lose. Didn't. So they get their Stitchwing end of turn. I can flicker my Geist. I gave them the creature to discard as well if they discard the Brute. Alright, they just already had a creature to discard. This comes back to the 3/4. I gain 3, go to 7. We block the Stitchwing so we don't die to aim high or whatever it's called. Oy, 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 oy. That's a good sign. There aren't many ways they can add 3 damage here, I don't think. That adds 1. All right, woo! Nice. Okay, let's get it. Sheesh. Thought we drew the planes maybe turn too late, but it turned out to be just when we needed it. Alright, deck. Don't scare me like that. If we draw both colors, our deck is pretty good. On to game 2. Same thing. Jeez Louise. And once again, I'm going to keep it on the draw. I would probably mulligan on the play, but on the draw, I think this is fine. All planes into all islands previously. 1 island by turn 3 is all we need. Playing against red-black, and they have a turn 2. It's always so brutal when your opponent has the, they're playing Madness and they have, I mean, I guess there are just infinite number of ways, but like if they just curve out now with Madness cards, it's going to be so hard to win, especially if we brick again. Yeah, I think Madness is my least favorite thing to play against in this format, because, and this is just salty speak, it always feels like they have it, you know? Well, silver lining here, if I'm gonna get screwed, I might as well do it versus a good Madness draw. Ay, ay, ay. Sure. So they get to attack for 4, they get to maybe draw a card with Occultist, depending on what it hits. Oh, they're actually going for the damage push too. They discard the land there. Love it. Yep. Oh, they played their land pre-combat. They actually messed that up, didn't they? Disregard. So they should have an extra card in their hand right now. Both of those trample, so even if they attack with the Cultist and we're able to block and trade, they still get at least 1 trigger. Well, 2, I guess. Another trigger. That does not do what they think it did. There are a lot of falter effects, or rather, I guess they're called falter effects, that do have that effect, but that wasn't one of them. That only makes creatures without flying can't block, so. Gotta block the occultist though, and hope they don't have anything. What is going on? They are just trying to... We can actually win this game. They have no cards in their hand? I guess I go Captain Pass and don't block here and then go for Geist, gain 3 next turn. Please don't draw a Madness card here. Oh, they didn't even attack. Okay. I'm gonna still leave back our captain because we have just too much inevitability in our hand. If they discard, I'll block with Geist, I think. Ah, they hit Greeting. Okay. Alright, so they're gonna keep the Madness Enabler, it looks like. Island? Nice. Let's get the clues going, because the Haunters don't block any of their creatures anyways. Well, I gotta eat my sock if we end up winning this game. Sure. Slightly annoying. That is our 1 green source, which means we can start actually gaining some life too with the ongoing investigation. If they just discard a land and attack here, I will block with my Geist. Did you draw Vampiric Fury? Please stop. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Alright. I'd say we are pretty freaking far ahead now. We don't even... I mean, it's probably still good to use the investigation while we can. And gain some life instead of drawing cards immediately. I think whenever we have green up, gaining life makes sense. Alright, that's good. And that probably does it. Whew. See, if I complain about our opponent's opening draw being great, and then we draw out of it... I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah. They made some slight missteps, I mean... Sometimes you get lucky. Look for another 2-drop if we have one. Let's just pass now. Unless they tap out, I'm not going to go for lethal next turn. But if they just tap out for a random creature, we can Essence Flux one of our spirits and give it a 1/1 counter for 7 damage. Oh, this investigation has been a good card here. Cannot deny that. It's probably okay just to get rid of their Madness Enabler and then put a land in our graveyard for Delirium. Especially given our hand. We'll take it. I don't know if I deserved it, but we'll take it. Yeah. Oof. Scary draw from them. Okay. Here's the game plan. From here on out, let's just have both of our colors in our opening hand, huh? Both colored lands. No more of this only plains, only islands, and hoping to hit. See? God, is that a keep, though? I guess you have to. The double Battleground Geist is actually really, really poor. As, don't have much to do beforehand. I'm gonna lead on the Sigardian Priest here instead of the Tattered Haunter, now that we drew Essence Flux. As expected. Probably need to play the Guardians here to block their Vampire and try to trade. They might try to aggressively kill it. Yep. Yep, I'm happy to trade still. There's a Madness Enabler. Okay, we play against another Madness deck. Let's see if we can find one more land. That would be great. If they want to use a removal spell on Tattered Haunter because I have the, oh, that's really bad. They had the Dark Salvation removal. Okay. So, really solid one here. Very splashable. Black XX. Target player makes X 2/2 black zombies. Then up to one target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. I'm not blocking. I don't want to trade. Golly. We need them to stop drawing for like one turn. I messed up here. I missed 1 damage. Whoops. Should have hit him for 4. I'm okay trading for Gorgers. This is what I'm talking about, man. Whenever my opponents play Madness, it always feels like they get it. Come on, deck. Good news is Thraben's actually a really good blocker on the Bloodseeker because they don't trade with one another initially, and if they want to discard a card, then the Thraben does end up trading with it. So I'm going to see what I draw here first before making block decisions. And now I think I have to just take a hit for 5. Because playing second ongoing and attacking and getting 2 clues is probably a little bit too good. I can't even do that anymore, can I? I have to leave back all my blockers now. Okay, so be it. If they rip anything, we lose. I mean, what can you do? If they brick for a turn, we're probably winning, but... yeah. We need to find some of our Apothecary Geists. Yeah, great attack. Love it. So I might take 7 here. Yeah, at least it wasn't a Madness card now. Okay. Must attack, because this thing isn't blocking. Get 2 clues. Apothecary Geist saves us. We get 1, maybe 2 draws at it. Oh, hold! Hold! Can we hold the phone? We lose to anything, so... They didn't. All right. Okay. Man, we just need them to brick for 1 freaking turn. Dude. Okay, I need to draw another Apothecary Geist here. Or Essence Flux? No, did we already use Flux? We already used a Flux, so... That doesn't quite save us. We die exactly. Oh my god. By exactly, I mean I could have blocked another creature and not died, but... We just needed 1 turn for them to brick. Dude, I swear. I swear! What was that? Good beats. I guess we deserve to lose after beating the previous Red-Black Madness. GG's. Okay, on to game 4 we go. Hey. This is an amazing opening hand we have here. My god. Doesn't have any of our spirits, but... Can't ask for more. Oh, baby. Yes. This is a lot of freaking card advantage now. Deadweight? I think they had that on last... Yeah, the previous turn, they didn't want to use it, but... Okay, well... There could be a problem if I don't draw spells. Also, Red-Black Madness again. I guess everybody's forcing it. 3-2 haste. Will they attack? They will. Okay. Well, this is actually not that good since we don't have much going on. We're actually behind on the board. But they need to kill me as quickly as possible now. This is a very weird draw given our what our opening hand was. I hope they just pass. Flip their bandit. If they turn into a 4-power creature, we can kill it with brutality. Okay, that's not bad. Lux is not terrible for protection. I'm gonna take another hit here for 5. Save our priest. This Conduit of Storms isn't a human as a base, so we can tap that down even if it's not flipped. I would double block their bandit if they attacked. Alright, they didn't want to. Sure. Man, come on. No spirits, but we'll take it. Given we have so many spirits in our deck, that's unfortunate that it's not gaining life there, but what can you do? I think we're really close to stabilizing. I think we are further away from stabilizing now if they're making this attack. I could also put the Geist on the Accomplice and make them use a trick if they have one, but I think preventing the most damage when we have 2 ongoing investigations makes sense. If they just flip their Conduit, we're extremely happy about that. Okay, this is good. I'm at 5. Jeez. Okay. Oh, that's right. Their creature already had a damage on it, so that was very good. Hold up, hold up, hold up. We might not be doing terribly here. Sadly was 1 mana short of hard casting that and keeping our Thraben alive, but... Okay. Let's crack 1 clue and see what we draw here. Nice. Missing out on 6 damage would be too much to miss, I think. Now, there is merit to not attacking. I have infinite cards with all these clues, so... I'm not saying that was right, but... We also don't want to give them more time to just draw like Burn Spell into Burn Spell or something, you know? Right, we need to go Geist this turn. Pass. Apothecary Geist. If we can gain 3 life next turn, we probably can't lose. But this is the important turn. I don't think there are too many things that could kill us. I'm snap blocking with my 5/6 here. I don't really care if they dead weight or something to finish it off. Oh wait, that has to attack every turn. Doi. Okay, I am feeling saved. I am feeling good. I am feeling like we're drawing so many lands. This game, man. You gotta love Magic, but it tilts me to no end. And by tilt, I mean it makes me sad. I don't really tilt, but you can kind of tell I'm on edge. Do we win? No. Do we win with that? Close. We do win with that. All right. Yes, yes, good game. Ah. I swear to God. Ever since all will be one, I've been a salty Sally. Numot the salty. We will overcome. We will adapt. Three and one. Game 5. Hand is garbage. Okay, this hand's keepable. Ah. Turn 1 Thraben Inspector. Perfect. Let's draw Ongoing Investigation. Make me happy. Another island somehow. Good. I think I'm okay using Puncturing Light on Town Gossip Monger, but they might not even attack if they have a creature here. Sure. So I would guess they're probably not going to attack. Okay. Not having one of our Geists on turn 2 or 3 kind of sucks when we have double Geist in hand, but... Or rather, not drawing one of our Spirits on 2 or 3 kind of sucks, but... What can you do? Sure. So I take 2, but we can puncture the Rabble. That's good. Right on time, you jerk. Black-white from the opponent. That is not as much of a supported archetype in Shadows Remastered. Yeah, pretty clear they have deadweight in hand, so I don't want to block with Geist. They order my Geist first and then finish it off. I think we can just try to race. Okay, we have a lot of good draws. Basically anything that's not a land would be pretty freaking great. I'm guessing they're gonna wait my Topplegeist and just equip. Oh, maybe not if they have 4th land. I would accept any non-land card. Ongoing Investigation, probably the best. Oh, okay. So they're not going to play their dead weight this turn. That's insane. That is legit insane. Yeah, that's brutal. Okay, we did get a good draw. I cannot complain anymore. Geist. Angelic Purge off the top, because I'm the greatest. Close! Very close! Means we get to actually attack with our Topplegeist into their Apothecary. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than... Okay, yeah, you know the phrase. I still put them on having a deadweight in hand. Indeed. So they're going to equip maybe their Cathar. Is this... No, that's not a human, though. Haunted Dead doesn't get extra pumped. Sure. Alright, they go to 2, force chump. Actually, with 2 ongoing investigation in our deck, it probably makes more sense to play out the majority of our lands. I mean, I'm only holding 1 right now, but if we draw investigation, we play it, we sack it, we draw a card, etc. I don't know if there's much they can do for 3 mana here. Yeah, alright. Salty streamer gets a little bit less salty. Look, man, it's been a rough time. Arena's broken me. All I need to do is get top 250, and then we can stop and play best of 3. Where are my early plays? I don't think we can keep this, can we? The double Apothecary kind of buys back time from being such a slow hand, but if they just kill my initial spirit, it's just way too strong. This looks like a hand where ongoing investigation is actually the cut. But I could go for greed and pitch a plains. Yeah. If I had Tattered Haunter, maybe I keep that. We do have a second ongoing investigation as well, so that's probably alright to do. Sin Prodder. Just gonna take any damage here. Yep, taking 6. Casually taking 6 there. I'm hoping they don't have a way to pump their Prodder. This thing has Menace too, so can't block, obviously. I'm getting extremely punished for not playing my Geist pre-combat now. Well, that's on me. Bad play. If one of these was instant, it would make sense, but this is just a free roll from them. Sure. I was gonna have to block that at some point anyways. This is pretty bad because we know they have nothing but spells in their hand, and I am flooding out. I should be at 3 more life. I should be at 10 right now. That'll do her. GG's. All right. Well, need to slow down, need to think a little bit more. I don't think I made any terrible plays besides missing the 3 life. Maybe not keeping the ongoing investigation was bad, but it's so risky to pitch a land there. Yeah. Good beats. Okay. Good hand. 1 drop, 2 drop, early game removal spell, card extra draw with Thraben. Feels good to get relevant, decent hands in this format. And even drew a Purge now, too. Okay. Confidence is existing. It exists. The Lone Rider. That win is quite annoying if they can flip it. At the beginning of the end step, if you gain 3 or more life, transform it into a 4/4 first strike trample lifelink. So combat tricks, equipment, other ways to gain life can make the Lone Rider a huge problem. We do have Purge for it if it does flip. Oh, interesting. Bloodbriar Lone Rider. Wonder how many ways they actually have to sacrifice thing. Maybe they have a bunch of angelic purges to go with the Bloodbriar. Because that is not a common card to see in green-white. Could also have a lot of clue production, I guess. Green has a lot of clue production, so maybe they just have enough to make the Bloodbriar worth it. Wow. Holy crap, that is aggressive, and I love it. So now that gives us a really good card to sack away to the Angelic Purge later on. We're just going to play our Apothecary Geist this turn, but that's really good. Ah, they can move the bound. Ooh, Cryptolith Right's really sweet. Generally, I don't think you're supposed to play this in Limited. In fact, maybe not even generally, just I don't think you should ever maybe play that in Limited, but it is a very cool card. Yeah. I guess I have to save the Purge, because if I use it on their Lone Rider and they play anything, we're in a bad spot. Five spells, 8 lands. Is that what it is for us? Terrarian, by the way, is one of their cards that sacrifices for Bloodbriar. Oh goody, Arlen Cord. So, they can flip their Lone Rider here. We need to find another removal spell because they can move their Cryptolith Right. Oh, they didn't. Hey! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, we're right back in this game. Ongoing investigation is specifically player, which is why it didn't matter if I played it pre-combat. They are a lot more multicolor than I guess I was giving them credit for initially, huh? Oh, yeah. Give us the goods. Just try to find some more creatures here. Gonna main phase because we could hit our other Thraben Inspector or Topplegeist. Ooh, Sage of Ancient Lore. So hopefully they just equip and make that a 4/4 and we can collective it. Very good. Very freaking good. Now we go Apothecary. Collective with Escalate. Destroy, counter. Target that, target me, tap the Geist. Jeez Louise. What is going on, baby? Okay. Yes! Why does it feel like every win is such... I don't know. It's so important for my sanity. We're at 5 wins. I mean, I should be happy with that. 5 wins is great in Premier Draft. Our deck's good. Let's hope we can get a couple more wins here. Let's get the trophy. Let's get 7 wins, and then maybe I'll... I don't know where I'm going with this. Maybe I'll go do a little dance. Yay. Yay. No. No. All right. Think logically, reasonably, on the draw. Is this a keepable hand? Probably not. That is, and I think I like getting greedy here. I think I like getting really greedy here, and if I brick on my 3rd land into the 4th land, then all I can say is I've done this to myself. I don't want to have to say that, though. Okay, red-black madness. Land 3 online. Nah. Take 5 here on turn 3. Oh, God. Okay. Need to draw land here. If we don't draw land next turn, Thraben plus Haunter is at least okay, but we really need to gain some life with these Geists. They're missing lands too, which means they're on all spells. Make it or break it. Yep, the best possible card. It's good. Okay. Land? Alright, if we can fade one more removal spell from them... God, if we can fade a removal spell from them... Please. Don't do it. I guess I'm dead. Oh, man. Well. And that, my friends, is Magic, baby. I don't remember what rank we started at. I assume it's a similar starting place as the end, but... Sweet deck. Fun draft. I did take Drogskull Captain and kind of move all in into the spirits. The double ongoing investigation were clutch in a lot of the matches. Some of those games were just extremely miserable, but... I think it's just because I've been playing Magic for 10 hours today, so I'm kind of, like, off of it. Good deck. Draft was fun. Some of the games were great. let's leave it at that. Let's leave it on a good note. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more. We'll be practicing some Sealed starting next week for the YouTube videos as we prep for the Arena Open of this format. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.